Trigonometry. What is trigonometry? Trigonometry is a branch of mathematics that studies triangles and the relationship between their sides and the angles between these sides. The word trigonometry is derived from the Greek words tri meaning three, gon meaning sides, and metron meaning measure. Applications of trigonometry. This field of mathematics can be applied in astronomy, navigation, music theory, in engineering, etc. Right triangle. Count how many angles are right, acute or obtuse. This one has only one right angle and two acute angles, so it is a right triangle. The sides of a right angle triangle are given special names: the hypotenuse, the opposite, and the adjacent. The hypotenuse is the longest side and is always opposite the right angle. The opposite and adjacent sides refer to another angle given to us other than the 90 degrees. Right triangle trigonometry is the study of the relationship between the sides and angles of right triangles. These relationships can be used to make indirect measurements like those using similar triangles. Trigonometry basics. Opposite side. The side opposite to the given angle theta. Adjacent side. The side adjacent to the angle theta. Hypotenuse. The side opposite to the 90 degree angle, which is also the longest side of the triangle. Right triangle trigonometry. Trigonometry is based upon ratios of the sides of right triangles. The 6 trigonometric functions of a right triangle with an acute angle theta are defined by ratios of two sides of the triangle. The sides of the right triangle are the side opposite to the acute angle theta, the side adjacent to the acute angle theta, and the hypotenuse of the right triangle. When you are given a right angle triangle, first fix the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the side which is opposite to the right angle. Then fix the opposite side. The given angle is denoted by theta. It can be also denoted by beta. It can be denoted by alpha. So now here it is, the given angle is denoted by the Greek alphabet theta. So opposite to this angle we have the opposite side. After fixing the hypotenuse and opposite side, the remaining side will be the adjacent side. Now trigonometric ratios. We can make a total of 6 ratios of sides within a right triangle. So if you are taking the 6 ratios of sides within a right angle triangle and each one is given a name and an expression. See, the 6 trigonometric ratios are opposite side upon hypotenuse, which is denoted by O upon H here. Adjacent side upon hypotenuse, which is denoted by A upon H here. Opposite side upon adjacent side, which is denoted by O upon A here. hypotenuse upon opposite side, which is denoted by h upon o here. Then the remaining ratios are h upon a and a upon o. Now, let us fill in the box. Opposite side upon hypotenuse is named as sine and the expression is sine theta. It is already given the name by the mathematician, so you cannot change the names. Opposite upon hypotenuse, this ratio is given a name sine. Adjacent side upon hypotenuse is given the name cosine. Opposite side upon adjacent side is given the name tangent. The short form for sine is sine theta, the short form of cosine is cos theta, and the short form of tangent is tan theta. Sine theta, cos theta and tan theta. We will be mainly using sine, cos and tan in this lesson, but there are some reciprocals also. Reciprocal of sine is cosecant, reciprocal of cosine is secant, and reciprocal of tangent is cotangent. If sine is opposite side upon hypotenuse, then the reciprocal cosecant will be hypotenuse upon opposite side, and the short form is cosec theta, cosec theta. Otherwise, in short, they also write csec theta for cosecant. Similarly, for secant, it is the reciprocal of cos theta. It is otherwise called sec theta. Similarly, cotangent is the reciprocal of tan theta. In short, cotangent is called cot theta. Trigonometric functions. The ratios of sides of a right triangle. Similar triangles always have the same trigonometric ratio answers. Now look at this figure. We will find what is sine alpha. So the given angle is alpha here. Instead of theta, they have denoted by alpha. So the given angle is alpha. When you take the given angle as alpha, then sine alpha will be opposite side upon hypotenuse. That will be otherwise. Opposite to alpha we have the side A, and opposite to the hypotenuse we have C. So sine alpha is equal to A upon C. Length of the opposite side is A and length of the hypotenuse is C. So here sine alpha is equal to A upon C. Cos alpha is equal to adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Here adjacent side is of length B and hypotenuse is of length C. So it is B upon C. Tan alpha is equal to opposite side upon adjacent side. Opposite side is having length A, adjacent side is having length B. So tan alpha is equal to A upon B. Three basic trigonometric ratios are sin theta, cos theta and tan theta. Where sin theta is equal to opposite side upon hypotenuse, cos theta is equal to adjacent side upon hypotenuse, tan theta is equal to opposite side upon adjacent side. I already told you that first fix the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the side opposite to the right angle. Then see the given angle. Opposite to the given angle you have the opposite side. Then the remaining side will be called the adjacent side. The sine of an angle is equal to the opposite side divided by the hypotenuse. So for angle A, the sine is, now the given angle is A. You can see the figure. Sine A is opposite side upon hypotenuse. So sine A is equal to A upon C. Opposite side is having length A and hypotenuse is having length C. And for angle B, sine B is opposite side upon hypotenuse. opposite side is, now when you take the angle B to be the given angle, then opposite side will be B. B upon hypotenuse is C. Opposite side is having length B upon hypotenuse which is having the length C. So sine B is equal to B upon C. Now cosecant, that is in short written as cosec COSEC, otherwise CSC theta, that is the reciprocal of sine theta or hypotenuse upon opposite side. Sine theta is opposite side upon hypotenuse, so the reciprocal will be hypotenuse upon opposite side. Now secant theta, in short it is written as sec theta. It is the reciprocal of cos theta, or it can be written as hypotenuse upon adjacent side, because cos theta is adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So sec theta is equal to 1 upon cos theta, that means sec theta is the reciprocal of cos theta. So we can write it as hypotenuse upon adjacent side, because cos theta is adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So sec theta becomes the reciprocal of that. So it is hypotenuse upon adjacent side. Now cotangent theta, that is the cot theta, that is the reciprocal of tan theta, or it can be written as adjacent side upon opposite side, because we know that tan theta is equal to opposite side upon adjacent side. So the reciprocal will be adjacent side upon opposite side, which is otherwise cot theta. Three basic ratios or trigonometric ratios are sin theta, cos theta and tan theta, and three additional ones are cosec theta, sec theta and cot theta. Cosec theta is the reciprocal of sin theta, sec theta is the reciprocal of cos theta, and cot theta is the reciprocal of tan theta. Now coming to practice set 8.1. In the given figure, angle R is the right angle of triangle PQR. Write the following ratios. First one, sin P. Opposite side of angle P upon hypotenuse. In the figure we can see, for the angle P, what is the opposite side? It is QR. For any angle here, hypotenuse is PQ. So sin P is equal to QR upon PQ. Now cos Q. Cos Q is, we know that cos theta is adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Here cos Q. So adjacent side of angle Q upon hypotenuse. Adjacent side of angle Q. First you see what is the opposite side of angle Q. Then see what is the hypotenuse. So the remaining side will become the adjacent side of angle Q. So you have to see angle Q, and adjacent side of angle Q is what? QR upon hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is PQ. So cos Q will be QR upon PQ. Now coming to the next one, tan P. Now you have to go to the given angle P. Now the given angle is P, and the formula of tan theta is opposite side upon adjacent side. So for the given angle P, opposite side of angle P upon adjacent side of angle P, you have to consider. So opposite side of angle P is QR, adjacent side of angle P is PR. So tan P will become QR upon PR. Now coming to the next one, tan Q. Now we have to consider the angle Q. For the angle Q, opposite side will be, opposite side of angle Q will be PR, and adjacent side of angle Q will be, adjacent side of angle Q will be QR. So tan Q will be PR upon QR. In the right angle triangle XYZ, measure of angle XYZ is equal to 90 degrees and A, B, C are the lengths of the sides as shown in the figure. Write the following ratios. First one, sin X. Second one, tan Z. Third one, cos X. Fourth one, tan X. Look at the figure and write. For the given angle X, you have to find out sin X. Opposite side upon hypotenuse. Opposite side of angle X has to be considered. Opposite side of angle X will be, look at the figure, YZ. Upon hypotenuse, hypotenuse will be same for all the angles. Hypotenuse will be XZ. That is equal to opposite side of angle Z, angle X is given to be A. So A upon hypotenuse is C. So YZ upon XZ, YZ is A and XZ is having length C. YZ is having length A and XZ is having length C. So it is A upon C. So sin X is equal to A upon C. Now consider the next one. Tan Z. Now you have to see the angle Z. For the angle Z, opposite side will be XY, adjacent side will be YZ. So substitute the values of XY and YZ, you will get B upon A. Now coming to the next one, cos X. Now for the given angle X, what is the adjacent side of angle X? First of all, fix the opposite side of angle X and see what is the hypotenuse. Then the remaining side will be the adjacent side of angle X. So adjacent side of angle X, here it will be XY. Hypotenuse is the side opposite to 90 degrees, which is XZ. And substitute the values of XY and XZ. XY is B and XZ is C. So cos X will be equal to B upon C. Now consider the fourth one. Tan X. Tan X is equal to opposite side of angle X upon adjacent side of angle X. Opposite side of angle X is YZ. Adjacent side of angle X is XY. Now put the values of YZ and XY. YZ is A, XY is B. So tan X is equal to A upon B. Question number 3. In right angle triangle LMN, measure of angle LMN is equal to 90 degrees. Measure of angle L is equal to 50 degrees. And measure of angle N is equal to 40 degrees. Write the following ratios. First one, sin 50 degrees. Second one, cos 50 degrees. Third one, tan 40 degrees. Fourth one, cos 40 degrees. Now sin 50 degrees, that is sin theta, which is otherwise, look at the measure of angle L. You have the given angle L here. So here sin 50 is equal to opposite side of angle L upon hypotenuse. Opposite side of angle L is MN. Hypotenuse is the side opposite to 90 degrees, that is LN. So sin 50 is equal to MN upon LN. Now coming to the next one, cos 50 degrees. So here angle L is only containing the measure 50 degrees. Cos 50 degrees is equal to adjacent side of angle L upon hypotenuse. Look at the figure. We have already known that opposite side of angle L is MN and hypotenuse is LN. So the remaining side will be LM, which is the adjacent side of angle L. So adjacent side of angle L is LM. Hypotenuse is LN. So cos 50 degrees is equal to LM upon LN. Now coming to the third one, tan 40 degrees. Now your given angle is angle side of angle N is LM. Adjacent side of angle N is MN. So tan 40 degrees is equal to LM upon MN. Now coming to the last one, cos 40 degrees. Cos 40 degrees will be adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Adjacent side of which angle? Angle N, because measure of angle N is 40 degrees. So cos 40 degrees will be adjacent side of angle N upon hypotenuse. Now you know the opposite side of angle N is LM. You know the hypotenuse is, now for hypotenuse will be the side opposite to 90 degrees. So you get LN. So cos 40 degrees is equal to MN upon LN. Now coming to question number 4. Here there are two sub questions. You have to find sin alpha, cos alpha, tan alpha. You have to find sin theta, cos theta, tan theta also. So now look at the figure. We have, first you take the given angle as alpha. So take triangle PRQ. In triangle PRQ you have the given angle to be alpha. Take the right angle triangle PQR. Take the right angle triangle PQR. The given angle there is alpha. So opposite side to this angle alpha will be side PQ. The hypotenuse will be PR. So the remaining side will be the adjacent side, which is QR. Otherwise RQ. So now write sin alpha is equal to opposite side of angle PRQ upon hypotenuse. That is equal to PQ upon PR. Cos alpha is equal to adjacent side of angle PRQ upon hypotenuse. That is equal to RQ upon PR. Tan alpha is equal to opposite side of angle PRQ upon adjacent side of angle PRQ. Because angle PRQ is the given angle. So opposite side of angle PRQ upon adjacent side of angle PRQ, which is equal to PQ upon RQ. Now coming to the next right angle triangle PQS. In that the hypotenuse is the side opposite to 90 degrees, which is PS. And the given angle is theta now. So angle QPS is the given angle now. Listen very carefully. For the given angle, you have to keep in mind the given angle to calculate the opposite side. Now what is the opposite side of the given angle? That is angle QPS, which is otherwise theta. Angle QPS is the given angle. It is denoted by theta. So sin theta will be opposite side of angle QPS upon hypotenuse. That will be equal to opposite side of angle QPS is QS and hypotenuse is PS. Now the remaining side will be the adjacent side. Adjacent side is PQ. So cos theta will be equal to adjacent side of angle QPS upon hypotenuse, which is otherwise equal to PQ upon PS. Now coming to the next one, tan theta. Tan theta is, the formula is opposite side of angle QPS upon adjacent side of angle QPS. Because tan theta is opposite side upon adjacent side. The given angle is angle QPS. So tan theta is equal to opposite side of angle QPS upon adjacent side of angle QPS. That is equal to QS upon PQ. Because opposite side of angle QPS is QS, adjacent side of angle QPS is PQ. So tan theta is equal to QS upon PQ.